Hey guys, welcome. We're off to another adventure with me and Malibu and you. And here you go. This is where we're at today. We're at the Tank Museum, guys. So come along and let's go check it out. So we're headed in to the Tank Museum. As you come in, pretty cool. Soldier with a hole blown through the wall. So as you enter in, you've got this really cool display here of the US Cavalry carrying a Gatling gun. This is a model model 1895 .30 caliber Gatling gun with limber. This is the way the soldiers would have carried it back then. We have a very large Soldiers Remembrance wall. Let's remember all the soldiers that have given their lives to help our freedoms stay free. It's all paid with a cost, the cost of their blood for us. So thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. Many brave heroes. So that's how the GIs pass their time. A couple of captains here just playing some music. Those horses look so real. I believe they may be taxidermied. And for those of you that didn't know, Elvis Presley was in the Army, and he was in the 3rd Armored Battalion, and he was stationed in Germany. Here he is, Elvis Presley. Hey, Elvis. So a little tribute to him. And we're headed up. And of course, what military museum wouldn't be honored to have Robert E. Lee's picture, Thomas Stonewall Jackson, James Longstreet, Nathan Bedford Forrest, and James Stewart, named after Fort Stewart. So we start with the ladies in uniform in the military. Some of the uniforms that the Wax wore in the military. As we move through. Some of the uniforms that are worn Here we have some different headdresses. Moving on, some more uniforms. There's even a communist China one there. One of a general. This place is huge, guys. I mean, it's just showcase after showcase. This must have been General Dodge's stuff because everything says General Dodge. I'll try to capture as much as I can for you. There's just so much here. More of the headdresses or head gear. Very unique. And they're on both sides here, guys. Here is some history. Isn't so pretty. This is a Jewish prisoner. German soldiers watching him. Depicted here. That's a big reason why we were in World War II. Fighting against a very dark Nazi Germany back then. Got some more Nazi uniforms. German Army. Very detailed. Very authentic. On display here. Very cool. Marine Corps' 4th Anti-Tank Battalion, FMF. 69th Armor, Vietnam, Korea, World War II. I guess they're just cases and cases of uniforms. More hats. This room here is dedicated to the different sights on tanks and armament, night visions, periscopes. There's just so much of it to see, guys. Unbelievable. What an array. Showing the different periscopes and sighting equipment. And there's some of the glass periscopes. I remember some of that. You know, when I was in a tank. In the cavalry. Pretty neat. This section here is the sandbox soldiers. It's for the little guys. Like little William, my grandson. Look at these little outfits here. Different soldier outfits. Little guys. Really neat how they do that. This is the High Honors and Awards decorations. I just thought this was very notable because you don't really see the Congressional Medal of Honor often. And this was awarded to Private First Class William Thompson. This one here is dated from the Spanish-American War. Some different armored symbols. There's a depiction here, Sitting Bull. I guess that's supposed to be Colonel Custard. Nice military outfit though. We also have a nice array of weaponry. That's a Russian machine gun. Israeli Uzi. Those are German machine guns. It's the old flamethrower. That's a pretty devastating weapon. Another Russian, an American, like an M14M1. Law rocket. There's some larger weapons here.
Yeah, it's a flamethrower. It's an M14.
So I thought this was a neat section where Cadillac actually made tanks. And Chevrolet. They have a commercial advertising for all that in this section. Now the Cadillac. And the uniforms here, guys, are massive. I've just soldier uniforms from all over. I've never seen a larger collection of military uniforms in all the places I've been to. And this has some really nice ones. Look how realistic too. Very cool. That was my armored division, 1st Armored. Old Ironsides. Shows all the different armored battalions and calves. Haven't seen this in a while. This is my unit citation. Courage Conquers. Very neat. Brings back a lot of memories. And guys, this is the main area here. And it is ginormous. Just filled with tanks. Unbelievable. Another museum definitely worth the price of admission because you're going to see everything. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to everything, but we're going to try and show you. Look at this field artillery cannon. The German artillery piece. That's very cool. All right, guys, so our first tank is a 1944 US M18 Hellcat tank destroyer. They've done a very good job depicting that. Another artillery piece here. And they've got a Jeep here with a recoilless rifle on it. And now I'm starting to feel old because that's a TOW 113. And that actually used to be exactly one of the ones I drove and had when I was in the Army in Germany. It's a TOW launching system. The M60 machine gun up front. We had an M2 Mod Deuce. And one of the best engines you ever saw. And oh my God, is it bringing me some flashbacks. It's the Detroit Diesel. And I can't tell you how many times I worked on one of those and did oil inspections and prepared your vehicle always for battle. And this is one of the exact tracks. Not the track, but one exactly like it. So it brings back a lot of memories. I'm really getting some goosebumps looking at that thing. And we're moving on. I got some really classic cars too. Look at this. Another German rifle. Small cannon to a depicted soldier. This is a 45mm anti-tank gun. Very cool. They got some beautiful cars here too, guys. Another rifle. Cannon, I guess you'd call it. And this thing here, whew, that's the big kahuna gun here. That thing is right scary. That's a 1958 through 79 U.S. Nike Hercules SAM N25 surface-to-air missile. And this is the stuff here that our guys in the air are afraid of. These SAMs are very deadly. They take out your jet from the ground. Because if it hits you, you're gonna need one of these. And that's even equipped with a coffin. Kind of spooky. More tanks, guys. God, this place is huge. Unbelievable. And guys, of all the tanks that gives me nightmares, this Russian-made T-72. You can see just crushed that car, and that is one mean Russian battle tank. And the reason why it gives me the willies is because when I was a scout in the United States Army, we were trained to identify these in the terrain just by the configuration of their silhouette. And when you see one of these up close and personal, and you know it's coming to kill you, I can't even imagine what that'd be like. But luckily, didn't see too many of those. That is a scary Russian tank, T-72. And guys, this here is a 1968 US M167A2 WE 20mm Vulcan air defense system. And that little Gatling gun machine gun right there will take out some aircraft. And if you look at this place, I mean, they use golf carts to get around. That tells you anything. So this is a Vulcan system on a 113 personnel carrier. So they're very versatile. And this is dated 1969. That's a lot of the same of what I drove, except it has that Vulcan machine gun on the top. Some mixture plating too. Here's another Russian vehicle I was taught to identify. Once again, kind of creepy when I see one right in my face like that. Well, I'm glad I could bring that to you. It's an armored personnel carrier, Hungarian, but Russian made. Usually the troops would load up in that. That means you had infantry coming at you. They use those for their scout vehicles. Some old vehicles. Like I say, guys, this place is super huge. Over there, believe it or not, is a Cobra gunship helicopter. I'll take you a little closer to that. We'll check it out. It looks like they got a little mock-up city right here. Once again, overview of this whole place. And it is monstrous. We're having a good time. And found inside here, guys, at the Tank Museum, is something the government's been keeping secret from us. It's the War of the Worlds technology, Spalene Acecraft. That's pretty cool. I'm sure it's just a joke, and they may have used it in the movie. Here's the Cobra gunship. I want to show you guys. It's the back side here. man, that is a cool Cobra. Got your rockets. Look at the interior of this cockpit, guys. Those are your pilot and gunner. I actually flew in the front seat of one of these. Old Vietnam pilot made me almost throw up in this thing. Very cool though. Be able to see the interior of that. There's the front end of it. Once again, guys, this is something you don't see every day. Definitely get out here to this museum, check it out if you get a chance. Super cool. Now this is a depiction of a blown up tank in Vietnam. And that was right in the middle of the rice paddies. That's a good representation. Kind of spooky. There we go, guys. Some more cool tanks. German tank. German crew. Look at all these tanks, guys. Unbelievable. There's a German MiG-34 light machine gun and tank here. This is the M60. That was in use in my time. I need to see that again. This is another one of those tanks. It gives me the willies. It's a 1950s Russian T-54a. This is another tank I was taught to identify when I was on the border in Germany during the Cold War. It's another Russian tank that they had lots of. Armor's a little thin on it, but it'll still kill you. And if you remember my Zephyr Hills video on my military museum, there was a craft just like this. And it's like I said, it's something the SEALs use. And they happen to have one here, and it says U.S. Army on it. There's a Vietnam conflict, the Navy. It's called a Seahorse 2. Sea Delivery Vehicle, SDV, wet submarine in 1960. Like I said, it's a lot like what the U.S. Navy SEALs use to get around underwater. Just look at this place, guys. It's just massive. Try to bring you as much as I can. Hope you're enjoying it. I know I am. It's another cool one with the camouflage on it. It's a 1954 Us M47 Self-Propelled Howitzer tank. This is a very old and used M60. These were in Fort Knox, Kentucky, and around when I was in. Pretty mean battle tank. They call this one actually the M48A2 Patent Tank. M247 Sergeant York Air Defense. M37 105 self-propelled Howitzer tank. It's 1945 there. There's some tank destroying cannons. There you go. Look at this old girl here. This is a 1953 Us M47 Patent Tank. The M60 took a lot of what it has from this patent tank. And we're getting some really old stuff here. This is a 1944 US M4A3 Sherman tank with a plow. Sherman tanks were used a lot in World War II. I said endless tanks, guys. A scout vehicle here. And look at this thing. Ooh. It's British. That's really cool. Pretty neat. Vietnam era stuff here. These are some of the things they talk about in Vietnam called Punji Sticks. Viet Cong would use those, put them in a hole, cover them up with some moss like that, and that would be one deadly trap for a GI soldier. Here's a half track. That's why they call them a half track. Half the vehicle was tracked, half was wheeled. I'll show you the inside here. This thing's in really great condition. That's a big four-wheeled artillery gun. Look at the scroll at the very end of that muzzle. I like how they bring the kids here. And they have guys on hand here, tours. Let you go in and out of the tanks with your kids, show you all around. I think that's a really neat touch to this museum. Gotta teach the kids. They're learning a little bit of history. That's what's important. Learn your history, guys. There's another recoilless rifle. And a small cart. This is a wrecker. They would come out to the field and fix your tanks. It's old deuce and half. Drove a few of those in my time. Another old rusty girl here. Almost looks camouflage. It's so cool, the rust, the way it's settling in. This is a 73 Russian T-2S3 152 millimeter self-propelled howitzer tank. That thing is shooting a big bullet. That's the way I like to see the bad guy, with his hands up and giving up. This was a US M60 Patent Tank. Those are different shells and projectiles. I saw a lot of these blue ones, these armor-piercing ones here. A lot of these sabot rounds here. I saw a shot out of these. And I mean, They're a devastating round coming out of that gun. Got a depiction here of a tank going through a cornfield. And that's a 1963 M108 self-propelled Howitzer tank. 63. Anti-aircraft gun. Soviet made. Look at the rounds this tank would shoot. Man, those are amazing. These are some big rounds. Shot out of that thing. It's a 1970 Us M60 Patent Tank. Once again, we're back to the German tank here. Very nice uniforms and setup here. Those guys look so real. And right here is a 20 kiloton nuclear warhead. Man, is that thing scary. Never seen one before. They got some pictures here of the explosions they make. I want you guys to check this out. Even within 10 miles close to this thing, you won't have to worry. You're never gonna know what hit you. You're just gonna vaporize. 20 kiloton nuclear warhead. U.S. Army. The Honest John rocket. Wow. Quick overview. Hey guys. Well, what can I say? We're wrapping it up here at the Tank Museum. This place is absolutely amazing out here in Danville, Virginia. I highly recommend this place. I've seen things I've never even seen before, like this 20 kiloton bomb here, nuclear, and all these tanks. Super duper fun time. A lot of history here, guys. I'm so excited. Glad that I was able to bring you with me to see all this, because this is amazing stuff. Once again, thank you for watching our channel. Thank you for being part of it. I really appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. God bless you. Hope you're having a great day wherever you're at, and enjoy. And you know what? Get ready to catch us next time on Adventures of Malibu and Dad, because we've got more adventures coming for you guys. We're still in Virginia, and we're still looking for more adventures to see. Be it roadside, be it military. We're going to cover it for you guys. And thank you again. As we say goodbye from the Tank Museum here in Danville, Virginia. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye-bye. Love you. God bless. See you on the next adventure.